Welcome to Driven with Brian. I appreciate you joining me today. Today I'm going to be addressing 5 or 6 items of negative items I've been seeing on these reviewer videos of the EV Equinox. Been doing some research last week or two, and there's some surprising items on this list that weren't even on my radar. Excuse me. And join me to the end, because at the very end I'll throw in one last item that I thought was kind of ridiculous and funny. So you can be the judge of that, but anyways, just join me till the end. So let's get right into it. Trying to do a better job about the nonsense talk. So we'll just get right into it. So very first item, which was by far the number one, like this shows you my inexperience into the EV world because I'm new. This is my first EV, I'm a newbie to the EV world. I'm electric vehicle virgin. Like this is my first experience, so I've had no other vehicles. So charge time is a huge deal in the EV world apparently, and this Equinox has one of the highest charge times in the market. So and it didn't even come up at all. Like when I was doing my research, when I was like looking around, like searching for reviews, and I don't even remember seeing it on any review videos that I watched or read. And I've owned this vehicle for a year and it hasn't even come up. So here's the deal. If you go to a DC charger, which is the commercial charging stations, you see them at Meijer or Target or wherever you see them, if you go there and you're zero, you plug it into the fastest charger and you charge it from 0 to 100%, that takes 42 minutes. So the rate of flow, which I think that measurement of flow or measurement is kilowatts per hour, and this particular vehicle will only allow a max rate of 150. So you know that it may be the charger, the supercharger that you're at, may be putting out a higher rate of flow, but it's gonna regulate and limit that amount of flow at max at 150. So I guess that's a GM. I don't know if it's because they try to save a little bit money on the battery or the type of materials or what that they are using, and they can only allow because of a heat issue. I don't think it's software. I don't think they can just do an update. I think it has to do with the materials and the technology they're using. Not saying it's bad. It's just a slow charger. And for me, it was not an issue one bit, and it still hasn't. It still I wouldn't even know about it if I didn't do a little research and read about it and see it on somebody else's review. So anyways, that was a big deal. To me, it was not. So to you, it may be. That's something that you're going to need to decide for yourself when you're shopping for an EV, because I'm assuming people watching this watching my videos will be either very new to the EV world or looking to enter into the EV world. So if you don't have the ability, if you live in an apartment, a condo, a townhouse, live with a friend or family, or rent or whatever, and you just don't have the ability to put a 240 outlet and charge at home, then you need to consider that. If you're going to have to go to a DC charging station in the morning before work or at lunch or on the way home, that needs to be a serious consideration for you. Okay? So that's the number one fact. It's a fact. It's a slow charger for me personally, and the way I operate, because I do all my charging at home, it is not an issue at all. So next one, well, probably the next highest up would be no Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Okay? It does not have that, so it's definitely a fact. For me, again, I'll be honest, okay? When I was researching this car and I found out it didn't have that, I was like, oh, wow, it doesn't have that. it gave me a pause. And then I started thinking about it, and I mean, doesn't that, all that does is, like, when you plug it in or connect, doesn't it basically put your phone on your car screen so that you can operate your phone on your car screen? I think that's what it does. I mean, I don't remember completely, but I didn't, honestly, I had a, with the Tucson I had it, and I liked it. It was fine, but I like having two separate independent screens. I don't need, I mean, my phone is Bluetoothed to my car, so everything pops up. Like, my text messages pops up. I can read them right there. I can tell Google to read them. And I have plenty of connectivity. Like, I don't need any more. I don't need it. I don't need all that. I don't need the Android Auto. I don't need that. And my messages come up my phone. Like, I can answer it with my, like, I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is, but I know there's people out there that absolutely love it and have to have it. So if that's something that you have to have, then I guess don't buy the car. There might be a workaround. Maybe if you buy one of those little box connection box things that they might have all that, and you can just bypass the system. But this has, like, literally, this has Play Store. It has all the live. It's Google based, so it has all Google stuff. And I guess if you don't have an account, a Google account, or you don't have any of that use for any of that, then that might be a consideration. But it's got, like, Prime Video, it's got HBO Max, it's got Peacock TV, it's Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube, like, Audible. I mean, it has Spotify. It has everything. Like, you don't need, like, again, I like having two independent, self-functioning devices here, so I can utilize both at the same time. So, like, I got, like, especially when I'm dashing, I've got my mapping going on my TV or my phone, my vehicle screen, my 17.7 inch screen. It's got my mapping on it, and then I've got my phone. Obviously, I'm recording, but, like, if I have my Dash app open or some kind of other app, I can manage that separately. And I mean, we've got all these mounted. You can pretty much mount your phone with all these awesome mounting devices that you can order off Amazon that could put your phone anywhere you want it to go. So for me, it works perfect. I prefer to have the separation. Two independent operating systems, not working as one, but working as individuals, and it works better for me. So that's a decision you have to make on your own. Slow. That it's slow. So the last one's fact, but it doesn't bother me. This one, it's slow. That's fact. Okay, I don't need a speedy car. I just don't. If you're coming into the EV world wanting a car that's really fast, then go get a Tesla, or an Ioniq 6. I think they're really fast. Like, I mean, I didn't come to the EV world for speed. I came here for cost and efficiency and convenience of use, and that's all worked out well for me. So I mean, this is faster than my Tucson. This is like 220 if you get the all-wheel drive. I can't remember what the horsepower is, but this one's 7.5 0 to 60, and I think the all-wheel drive is more horsepower. It's faster. It's like 5.8 seconds 0 to 60. So I don't need speed. I can't afford to get tickets, and I will drive faster if I have a fast car, probably. So for me, not an issue. Fact, it is slow though. One of the slower ones in the market. Warranty. The warranty's not great. Fact, it is not a great warranty. It's 36,000, 3 years, bumper to bumper, and it's 8 years, or just 8 years. 100,000 miles. Yeah, 100,000 miles, 8 years for the battery. So, again, I drive a ton. So any warranty out there, I'm going to drive myself right out of. So I've driven out of the 36,000 before a year. I'm going to drive right out of the 100,000 in 2 years. And there's no point in getting an extended warranty because I'm going to drive right out of that. Spend $3,000 or $4,000 to literally drive right out of that warranty. So I might as well just take my chances. And if there's an expensive repair that comes up, then I'm just going to have to suck it up and make that, fix that repair out of pocket. So it is what it is. I'll be right back. So warranty is not great. That is a fact. But honestly, with me, I'm going to drive out of any warranty. If you're the typical consumer and you drive, I think it's 12,000 miles a year, that bumper to bumper is going to last you 3 years, and then you just get an extended warranty or you actually buy it at the dealership for, pay $8 extra a month, and you have it for probably 100,000 maybe. That's what I would do, but I just can't the way I drive. So, and then there's the warranty, there's dash glare. So this couple I watched, she raved on about dash glare, and I didn't even notice it until a week and a half ago. Now I notice it because she pointed it out. But I must just have the ability to focus through. It is a little bit, there is a glare. She said it was so bad one time she couldn't even see the road. So I've never experienced that. I've had this vehicle for a year. And they got a dash pad, and it was like just made out of neoprene, and it took care of the issue. So I'm going to call this fiction, and definitely not an issue for me. There's more dust. That's more of a problem than the glare for me because it's a big dash. So, all right, and then OnStar, they were complaining. The same couple. I'm going to tell you what, they were really good at what they did, and they had a great video, like the editing and the transitions and the music, and they did a really good job doing the video. They got something going on right because they had 100,000 views. But I found them kind of annoying and whiny about some stuff. They were complaining about OnStar and being not able to figure out the plans and what's included in the plan and what's not included, and there's a bunch of gray area. So they're even to a point where they're like, hey, if you figure it out, let us know, comment below. And so I was like, well, I've never had any issue. Let me see what's going on. So I went into my app, found my subscriptions, went on OnStar, found out what plan I had, looked it up on the website. Okay, I have basic. I have it for 8 years till 2033. Okay, and the basic plan has everything I need, like live traffic, Google Maps, like I was streaming Prime Video the other day just to see how it works. I haven't even messed around with that, but there's HBO Max, there's like all of these things. Well, I went over that already with the Android Auto, but it's got everything, and then it connects with your My Chevy app, which will give you the vehicle health report, the battery status report, and you can do remote start. You can also do remote start with your key fob. So I don't know. I'm calling BS on that. I'm calling fiction. For me, there was no issues. It was pretty easy to figure out. I've got OnStar Basic for 8 years, and I'm not going to have the vehicle for 8 years. Who out there has vehicles for more than 8 years? Comment below if you do. Maybe people that don't drive very much, I guess, probably. So if you have let me know below if you have vehicle typically for more than 8 years. But so anyways, OnStar was an issue. I'm going to call that fiction. And you have a smartphone. You don't need any more upgraded OnStar features. You got the emergency stuff and all that with the basic. And last but not least, the one thing you guys all stuck around for, right, is it does not have a frunk. Oh no! Oh dear Lord! Why? Why can't it have a frunk? It does not have a frunk. It does have a trunk and a big cargo trunk space, and also underneath the board, there's a hidden big storage compartment down there that it's also got, you know, up and underneath, it's got all the air compressor, the tow bar, all of the other things that come with the car. But there's huge storage, so you can put your cord down there. So I don't know, maybe that's an EV world thing, like, oh, once you have a frunk you'll never go back or whatever. I'm like, what's the big deal about the frunk? Who cares? All right, get over it. All right, thanks for joining. Stay driven. Enjoy your Monday.